In this video, we're going to explain the rules for sustained in Spectre operations. We've got a couple of rules in play here. We're going to be using the sustained, suppressing, and armor-piercing rules. The heavy machine gun has the sustained rule with a value of 2, which means that for every momentum you spend when using it in an engagement, it gains 2 dice for accurate fire. So we're actually going to spend 3 momentum on this engagement, which gives 6 dice in total for accurate fire. The technical element has a militia fighter using the heavy machine gun, and it is engaging an enlisted element. Only 4 models are visible in the target element, and those 4 models are behind medium cover. The armor-piercing rule negates the benefits of light cover, but luckily for the target element, the medium cover will still offer some protection. It's within engagement range because the engagement range for a heavy machine gun is 50 inches. There are a few modifiers to accurate fire in this engagement. There will be a +1 to accurate fire at this range, so the militia ballistics is 7. It would be +1 to 6, but then -2 because he is firing using 2 additional momentum in the engagement. So they actually need results of 8 for the fire to be accurate. You can see here that we have 2 accurate shots, which is actually pretty good for such a difficult role. Now the target element needs to test the situational awareness to see if they are able to use that cover correctly to protect themselves from accurate fire. Their awareness is 9, so they get a +2 bonus of being in medium cover that will be improved to awareness of 7. This means they need results of a 7 or more on their test. Both failed, which means that the engaging element will now roll for lethality, needing a 3 or more on each dice. The armor-piercing rule negates the benefits for body armor that the target element is wearing. We've got 2 casualties. Only models that are visible to the engaging element may be removed, so the player controlling the target element now chooses which of those 2 to remove. The next step is to make a stress test for the target element. Because the HMG also has the suppressing rule and more than 1 momentum was used in the engagement, the target element counts as failing 1 additional stress test automatically. For the stress test, we have 2 dice for accurate fire and 2 dice for casualties, so that's 4 dice rolled in total. The target element is enlisted, needing to roll equal or above their stress value of 4. They actually only have 1 failure and 3 successes. This is a failure, and when you take into account the additional automatic failure because of the suppressing rule, they score a 2 on the trained stress test table, which is suppressed. This means they will only generate 1 momentum on their next turn and will need to make a rally action to remove this negative effect.